Hi guys. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to develop a sample claim for you by going through the process of something that's called a think aloud. So essentially I'm going to start with my first draft and then I'm going to go through until I finally get to a claim that I think could potentially work for the paper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to develop a claim for the phrase like a girl because you guys aren't allowed to do that one. And so here we go. My first draft I came up with, although always message is overly idealistic, sexist language can be transformed through the help of strong role models. Okay, so I think this is what I want to argue because I like the idea in the always commercial, but I just think it's just too, I don't know, it's just not exactly right. And so I think it needs to be expanded on a little bit. So this is how I'm going to do it, right? So I think it's not just sort of doing what you do, but we also need strong role models to help us do that. Okay. So now I'm going to write the second draft of my claim. I'm going to take a look at some of the things I can maybe improve on. So the first thing I'm going to look for are maybe some spots where, I don't know, where I was either being vague or I'm not saying exactly what I want to say. Let's see, although always message is overly idealistic. Yeah, so I think the word message here is maybe a little bit vague. I don't think I mean their message. I think what I take issue with is maybe the actual solution they're proposing in the commercial is just like keep doing what you do and that'll change the phrase. And so that's not exactly idealistic. I think maybe simplistic might be a better word. I think maybe their solution is overly simplistic. So I'm going to change that. Other things that I see, I'm not exactly sure. So it can be transformed through the help of strong role models. Yeah, but not all role models. I think I need to be a little bit more specific here too, because I mean, if it's going to change the phrase like a girl, they probably need to be a strong female role model. So I think I'm going to add that piece. Okay, so let me try again. I'm going to write, although the solution proposed in the always commercial is overly simplistic, sexist language can be transformed through the help of strong female role models. All right, let's take a look at that. Although the solution proposed in the Always commercial is overly simplistic, that's better. Sexist language can be transformed through the help of strong female role models. Okay, so I like that. I think this is hitting the idea right, but this first part for me, I don't know, it seems a little wordy. Maybe I could try to make it a little bit more concise in my third draft. What else? Overly simplistic. Maybe I'm being a little bit vague here too, because I don't want to talk about all sexist language, right? I want to talk about the specific phrase, like a girl. So maybe I could add that there. And then let me look at my end. So sexist language can be transformed through the help of strong female role models. Yeah, but I think it's going to take more than that, right? Because there are strong female role models everywhere right now. But I think it's the fact that those women don't get the attention they need. So maybe it has something to do with like the media. Maybe they need to be sort of depicted in the media or seen in the media somehow. So maybe I'm going to expand my claim to add this idea of the media. Okay. All right, let me try a third draft. So for my third draft, all right, let's see. I'm going to do although always solution is overly simplistic, the phrase like a girl can be transformed through the help of strong female role models who are recognized by the media. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay, although always solution is overly simplistic, the phrase like a girl can be transformed through the help of strong female role models who are recognized by the media. Okay, so now I'm more concise here, although maybe I'm too concise. And now I've added the phrase like a girl, so I'm more specific with what exactly I'm going to talk about. I think that works better. And now I have this idea of they have to be recognized in the media, because I really do. I think that's an important part. I think it's that lack of exposure that plays a role in the fact that the language isn't changing as much as we'd like it to. All right, so I'm going to give it one more shot. I'm going to try to polish it up. Scoot this up a little bit. To see if we can come up with something that I'm happy with, at least for the rough draft of my essay. Okay, let's try one more time. So although always proposed solution to transforming sexist language is overly simplistic. The meaning of like a girl can be reclaimed through the help of strong female role models who are recognized and portrayed in the media. Okay, let's see if this will work. So let's look at my concession. Although always proposed solution to transforming sexist language is overly simplistic, I think that works better. It is a little bit wordier, but I think it's necessary to specifically talk about what they were trying to do, transforming sexist language. And granted, in the introduction, I'll sort of give them context so they know what I'm talking about in terms of the commercial, but I still think that works a little bit better. All right, and then I also I added the word meaning here instead of just phrase, because I think that helps, right? Because that's what I'm talking about. The meaning can be reclaimed, not just the phrase. And then because I use transformed up here, I use the word reclaimed, right? So they're going to take it and they're going to turn it into something else. They're going to make it their own. They're going to claim it for themselves. So I think that word works well. Through the help of strong female role models who are recognized and portrayed in the media. And then I added this idea of portrayed because I was thinking if I just say strong female role models who are recognized, that seems to imply that they're women in real life, right? Women who actually exist. But I think it's important that we see strong female characters in fiction, in television shows, and in movies as well. And so by adding the word portrayed, I think I can sort of look at a nonfiction piece and I can look at sort of how women are fictionally portrayed too. Okay, so let me just check to make sure this sets up a structure. Although always proposed solution to transforming sexist language is overly simplistic, right? Okay, that's my concession. That'll be the first thing I have to do. The meaning of like a girl can be reclaimed. All right, so this piece is my main claim that I'll prove in the essay, so that's my thesis. And then how can it be reclaimed? Well, a couple of ways. with strong female role models who are recognized in the media. That's sort of my third piece. Right? And strong female role models who are then portrayed in the media. All right, so I've got nonfiction, fiction going on. I think I could definitely write an essay about that. Okay.